Welcome to turn 29 of this playthrough of Auburn Crown. We'll go straight to the replay and see how it went. Yeah, I thought I'd probably lose that. Oh, they escaped. They do have a good retreat range, cavalry and elites in particular. So that's okay. I took a bit of damage over there in Mutiner, but none of the units were actually totally destroyed. Okay, Yrmiren Vale has been taken back off Draka again. The dwarves, they're not giving up. They're going to keep on fighting to try and get through. Alright, well, how am I going to respond to that? Must be one of those nights of just end of Draka. He has surrendered, and I've taken over. No, Nick has taken over all of his territory. The Vikings continue to expand their forces, and I've got this the Sky Vaulters. These are the paratroopers of Auburn Crown. They are mounted on hippogriffs and griffins and so forth, and ride into battle on those mounted air creatures, land behind the lines, and do pretty much what paratroopers do, except in a fantasy setting. My giants continue to move up. And Imrith, always Imrith. She is making real problems for Nick. So I've captured, or will capture, Tea's Post, the fort there, and continue to get closer and closer to the coast, where I hope to be able to separate the Silk Sultanate and Malkan. Right, now with the Vikings, Scoresbane has joined us, which is great. We'll continue to upgrade the units that they have. Once we've upgraded them, we'll start moving them. I'm not sure if that's mathematically the best way to do it, because I think the actual cost of transporting units is based on their current value, so I'm not sure if it's just based on their raw value or whether it's their upgraded value. If it's the latter, then I really should be moving them before I upgrade them. Anyway, a question for another time. Okay, the escort vessels are coming back from Arctio and the Frozen Wastelands. Leaving the Explorer there to continue to develop the base camp. The dwarves are vulnerable when they first declare war, unless the allied player is able to invest a significant amount into technology. They really will be at the mercy of the, well, as you saw, the elites and the giants that the Vikings can throw against them. So I'm forming a bit of a ring here. It's partly defensive, but it's actually more so in preparation for an offensive, because I need to be able to get through there, but it won't happen immediately. Alright, so each turn the base camp increases its production so to speak, and ability to supply the Explorer as she goes up to the North Pole, which she'll probably be doing in the next few turns. Meanwhile, back in Mutiner, what's going to happen here? Well, I'm going to try to get rid of that that unit that's causing that difficulty for me there, next to my leader. Even though I haven't had a chance to upgrade yet, I still should be able to do a bit of damage. Right, now that it's down to 3, I can move into place. Still not enough to actually defeat it, but can't let these things get away with that sort of behaviour. So we'll put it out of our misery. And just continue to upgrade these units ready for a further attack in the next few turns, or the next couple of turns. Alright, bit by bit they're getting stronger. The technology is being applied to the units, and it is going to have an effect. Well, I'm going to move this this sapper unit into place to build fortifications. If if Vermont chooses to sign an agreement with the Allies, so be it. At this stage, I haven't really spent a lot of money or gold pieces on refitting their army or anything like that. And I'll continue to move the forces that were preparing for the rebellion of Liboslavia, which doesn't look like it's coming. They'll continue to move across to the west, where they'll prepare to invade the north of the ancient lands. So I can get across to the east of Imhotep, which is going to put that Ancients elite unit in a bit of a spot. Can get into the settlement right next to it, but still, if there's an elite unit within striking distance, I do tend to strike. I've been able to retake that settlement, and I just want to protect that area between the two rivers there, which leads to Amon-Ra, the capital of Imhotep. So, like I say, I don't get the feeling that the dwarves are going to make it through, but I got to make sure of it. Can't just guess that they're not going to make it through. So moving the leader across from Transorum and protecting the capital means that whatever gets built by Potentia can be very quickly brought to bear. It means that we don't have to worry about building it in Potentia itself and then transporting it probably by sea to this area, to Sarnai. If we can just use Transorum units, they can be built very close by. Plus, of course, that they don't count against the 10 units limit. Well, it's not really a limit, but the point at which that 200 gold piece sort of increase in expenses kicks in. Okay, not quite ready for an attack there, but not far away, especially when those northern forces are ready to go. Supply is pretty low still. Need to get that leader moved further down so that more units can have better supply, better technology applied to them. Potentia's got a lot of gold pieces, of course. They can only put a little bit into research. We go with invasion. Now they've already maxed out. And build that cavalry unit there for Transorum. That veteran unit there is really just protecting the western approaches to the Golden Khanate. Now, I had a thought that if I send these guys down towards the south, they could actually be a nuisance to the Tribal League and cut off some of their trade route from the mines to their different markets. So next turn, I just wanted to sit there and see if I can attract any attention. Next turn I'll move them down to the south. Alright, so the turn seems to be done. Yeah, because there's been an invasion in the north of Malkan, there's 3 mines that have opened production in the south to increase the war production. Pirate Kingdoms moved 13%. Land warfare has moved up to 85%, so Vikings will get that fairly soon. And Potentia has got level 2 in industry. Even the Golden Khanate's getting in the act, 68% for their industry development. Alright, so you can see now with that level 2 that Potentia is going up even further. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.